All right, guys, so we got to talk about a weird story out of Aberdeen, Washington, which is outside of Seattle, which is on the left coast, right? There's a lot of weird things that goes on out there on the left coast. Right? A lot of drug use, a lot of crazy stuff. And this story right here is kind of crazy. As a transgender woman, Miss Tiesa Meskis, who is also a city council person, had confronted a store owner, right? The store is like a Star Wars shop, and the store owner's name is Don Sucher, over a sign that was posted inside of the shop that the transgender woman did not like. Now, this story is going viral, and a lot of this drama has spilled over into social media as well. But before we get into that, let's watch the news coverage of this incident, and I will give you guys my 2 cents. Take a look.
For nearly 25 years, Don Sucher has been known as the wacky owner of the Star Wars memorabilia store here in Aberdeen. But a transgender councilwoman says he's a bigot who went to the dark side on her.
You are not. You're not a woman. You don't look like a woman. You don't act like a woman.
The confrontation started inside.
Trans women are women!
Get a
Trans women are women!
And spilled into the street.
You are not a chick.
Aberdeen Councilwoman Tiesa Meskis confronted owner Don Sucher about a sign he posted in his store saying, if you are born with a slang for a male body part, you are not a chick.
What he wrote there was so demeaning and so dismissive of who I am and who any trans woman is.
Meskis, a trans woman, says she knows Sucher has the right to say what he wants.
You're nuts.
You need to back off now.
No, you do.
But she wanted to tell him to his face it was hurtful.
I would really like them to open their eyes and their heart and see that, we are people, we are who we are, and all we want to be is accepted in our community.
Now, I don't care what they do, but don't come in here and complain to me about stuff. I have free speech.
Sucher says anyone who disagrees with him does not need to spend money at his store, where that sign was still visible today.
And everybody's loved it. Everybody's taken pictures of it. Everybody laughs.
Not everybody loved it, as we saw.
Well, yeah.
And some people think it's hurtful.
Well,
he told us that this hurt.
But here's the thing. I don't give about feelings anymore. I'm 78. I went to Vietnam to fight for all this. Do you think I care about some feelings? Absolutely not.
Supporters of the councilwoman are planning a protest out in front of the store Saturday morning at 10. Don Sucher says he is calling on some of his backers for a show of support at the same time. In Aberdeen, Drew Mickelson, King 5 News.
All right, guys, so as you can see there, that store owner, Don Sucher, he said, pull up, bruh. Pull up. I've been in the trenches. I'm a vet, bruh. I've been through some crazy shit, okay? I've been through crazier shit than this. Pull up. F your feelings. That's what he said. Okay, I swear to God, I can't. That's the way I have to put it. Because that's what the man said. And I low-key, high-key respect it. Right? High-key respect it. My man said, I'm 70-something years old. I got time for it. I want all the smoke. Pull up. Pull up. My boy out here banging, bro. I would go to war with this man any day. Okay? Any day. But seriously though, guys, serious. Let's get serious about this topic, okay? Because apparently, there's gonna be some protests on Saturday morning, right? Both sides gonna come together and beef, right? Start banging, okay? I hope it doesn't get violent, right? I hope it doesn't. And see, this is my issue. I don't understand what is the point of this city council person, right? Who's effectively the government, wanting to regulate somebody's free speech just because her feelings were hurt, right? I really don't understand, because that is that man's free speech. Whether you agree with it or not, that's his store. That's his store. If he wants to put a sign up like that, who cares? Even if you're offended by it, even if you don't agree with it, guys, it's the same thing I try to tell people when it comes to the Confederate flag. Do I agree with the Confederate flag? No, but I will fight for anybody's right, and I will stand up for anybody's right to fly the Confederate flag. Why? Because it's their freedom of speech, even if it's something that may or may not offend people that look like me. But I don't give a damn about that because freedom of speech is more important than my feelings, right? Even though my feelings are not hurt. Okay, my feelings don't get hurt by the Confederate flag. Okay, it's hard to hurt my feelings. It really is because I'm not soft, okay? Like, it is what it is, right? Too many people get hurt by words. They do. It is what it is. And I do want to say this real quick because some people may hear what I just said and say, well, aren't you a hypocrite because you always talk about athletes protesting, right? And my response to that is be like, no, because one, a part of my freedom of speech is to disagree with speech that I don't like, right? Just like I said, I disagree with the Confederate flag, okay? But I am not going to try to ban anybody from waving the Confederate flag, just like I'm not going to ban anybody from being able to protest, right, on a football field or in an athletic stadium or whatever, right, or to kneel for the national anthem or to disrespect the flag. I'm not going to take away anybody's right to do that. Now, I'm free to voice my opinion that I think is wrong. I think it's stupid for athletes to do it, but I'm not trying to take away their right, okay? That's the difference. I'm not actively trying to take away their rights. I'm going to complain, but I have the right to do that. This person went beyond just complaining. This person is trying to confront this guy and to get the sign taken down. I'm not confronting any athletes and telling them they can't kneel, right? I'm not doing that. But in regards to this situation and the whole, trans thing going on here, I feel like I've been pretty understanding of the transgender movement, okay? And the reason why is because I have libertarian leanings in regards to that movement when it comes to adults. Now, when it comes to kids, I'm a flat out conservative on this issue, right? I've talked about this a lot. I'm a conservative when it comes to the children, right? Zero tolerance, okay? But when it comes to adults, do what you want to do, right? Live your life. And that man, he said the same thing. Live your life. Right? I don't care what you do, but you can't be pulling up in my shop trying to tell me what I can and can't say. And he's 100% right about that. I think there are people, guys, that just have to realize that the majority cannot always bend for the minority, okay? There are minority groups out there, right, that feel like the majority has to bend all the way for them, and they don't realize we still live in a traditional society. There are people that are old and they're not changing their ways, and that's okay. They have the right to feel the way they feel. That's okay. That's why we live in a free society. But when you have a council person who's, again, effectively the government, pull up on that person because their feelings are hurt, that person is in the wrong. That person's in the wrong because the government is trying to regulate free speech. You're coming in the middle of free speech. Now, I don't think that anybody has the right to discriminate against people based off their sex agenda. Obviously not. Trans people should not be discriminated against. I think that goes without saying, right? That's obvious. I think most people agree with that. But what this old man was doing was not discrimination. He was voicing his opinion. And it's up to the free market to determine whether or not people still want to continue to shop at his store, right? If people feel the way you feel, that was harmful and that was hurtful and that he shouldn't have that up, guess what? You don't need to go confront the store owner about it. What you really need to do is live your life, right? And other people who agree with you will live their lives and they just won't shop at that store. And if the store goes out of business, oh well, the store went out of business because people didn't agree with that. But if people keep shopping there, oh well, because people want to continue to shop there. And it sounds like there are people that probably will continue to shop there, right? He's probably going to get more business because of that. Dude's probably going to get hella donations, right? And see, that's the thing. This whole stunt that this transgender person pulled, right, only really is going to empower him. It's really only going to make his shop more successful. He's going to make a lot of money off of this, okay? His shop is going to be famous because of this. So all that complaining just to benefit the shop owner, right? So you really didn't accomplish anything because you're not going to get him canceled. He's not going to close down the shop. He doesn't care because he's older. He doesn't care. He's like, bro, I might got 10, 20, max 30 years left. What can you do? Like I said, I've been in the trenches, right? I've been in the trenches. So like I said, I mean, look, when it comes to transgender movement, again, I told you, I've been I'm very understanding, right? I'm a libertarian on it when it comes to adults, right? But I think that they have to understand that this type of confrontation is not good for the community because it's completely unnecessary. Again, that's just like me going and confronting somebody because they're waving a Confederate flag. Why would I even do that? What's the point? There is no point. Who cares? It's their freedom of speech. I'm going to move on with my life. I don't give a shit. But when you do this, you really give a bad look to the transgender community. You make it harder to be accepted. Okay? You make it harder to be accepted. I understand they want acceptance. And hey, listen, at the end of the day, again, I'm against discrimination. I don't want them to be discriminated against. But sometimes they got to understand that we do live in a traditional society and there's some issues you're going to have to compromise on. For example, like bathrooms, right? I have a moderate position on this. You should use the bathroom or the locker room that matches your genitalia, right? And the reason why I say that is because if you've undergone a sex change operation, it's probably more awkward for you to go in a bathroom that does not match your genitalia, right? I'm not even being conservative about it and saying, oh yeah, no, you got to go whatever matches your born assigned sex. No, what I'm saying is that you match your genitalia. I think that's a moderate solution that can satisfy everybody because it gets rid of the awkwardness and the weirdness, right, of having mismatched genitalia, because that's really where the issue comes from. A lot of trans women, you can't even tell the difference, right? They all the way done up, okay? And that's fine, right? It is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about that. But I'm just saying, on certain issues, you have to compromise and understand that we still live in a traditional society and that you can't get everything that you want. But there's some people who just want to get everything that they want. And that's what really creates conflict. You give the left an inch and they want to take a whole mile plus some. They want to go to space, right? They want to go to space. And you don't have to do that. You're just making it hard on the movement. You're making it hard on everybody. You're creating conflict. And that's exactly what this is. This person believes that this store owner does not have freedom of speech. That they can just confront people based off signs and things that they say that they don't like. And that's not how the world works. That's not how our Constitution is set up. That's not how our country is set up. And it's even worse, again, this person is a part of the government because essentially that's now the government trying to control free speech. So I hope nothing happens on Saturday, right? I don't understand why you even trying to pull up to this man's store. It's unnecessary. It's reckless. It's stupid. I think the transgender community should speak out against this, right? If you don't want conflict, which I don't want, right? Speak out against it. Prevent this from happening, please. But let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.